Africa, huge continent, rich culture and history, bordered by the Med, Indian, and Atlantic Oceans. It's the world's second largest, second most populous, with 54 countries. Super diverse. But borders? Mostly drawn by Europeans. This was the scramble for Africa in the late 1800s, early 1900s. The Sahara, world's biggest desert. Huge barrier for travel and ideas. But Romans crossed it for gold and salt. Arabs traded with West African empires for centuries. Think Ghana and Mali. Gold, ivory, slaves. Portuguese explored the west coast in the 1400s. Diogo Chao met the Congo kingdom in the 1480s. Congo wanted Portuguese teachers. Kings allowed missionaries. Portugal traded guns for slaves captured by Congo. By the 1600s, Europeans were settling Africa's coasts. They bought slaves, shipped them to the Americas, traded them for sugar, coffee, tobacco, and sold those for big profits in Europe. Millions enslaved between the 1500s to 1700s. Horrible conditions on American plantations. South Africa, Dutch East India Company settled here. A stopover for voyages to the East Indies. They met the Khoi people. Cape of Good Hope grew. Khoi lost land. Dutch called themselves Boers, farmers. Needed labor, so imported slaves. Cape came under British rule during Napoleonic Wars. Slavery abolished in 1834. Boers faced financial ruin, so they Great Trek inland. Formed new states, recognized by the British. Meanwhile, France invaded Algeria in 1830. In the U.S., a plan to send free blacks to Africa. American Colonization Society started shipping them in 1822. Liberia declared independence in 1847. Suez Canal opened 1869, key trade route. Britain occupied Egypt in 1882. Africa's riches revealed. Explorers like David Livingstone, the missionary, searched for the Nile's source, spread Christianity. Henry Morton Stanley explored Central Africa, worked for King Leopold II, mapped the Congo. Why no major interior exploration before? Few rivers, tropical diseases, hostile tribes, weak weapons. 19th century, Europe's industrial boom. Overproduced goods, needed new markets. Wanted African land for agriculture. Extracted resources, rubber, gold, diamonds. Africa became vital for Europe's economy. Berlin Conference, 1884 to 1885. European powers carved up Africa. No African representatives invited. Aim: claim land, avoid war. Promised civilization, Christianity, trade. King Leopold II got personal control of a huge area. Today's Democratic Republic of Congo. Meant for free trade, but Leopold kept others out. Exploited resources, forced labor for rubber. Brutal punishments, severed hands/feet. Atrocities exposed, Leopold stripped of his colony. Belgium took over the Congo. Europe's tech advantage was huge. A few hundred men, machine guns, obliterated thousands of Africans. Machine guns were game changers. In Sudan, British forces with machine guns won easily. Opened the door for colonization. But resistance was met. Ethiopia, Abyssinia, faced invasion from Britain, France, Italy. Emperor played European rivals against each other. Got weapons from France, then Italy offered more. Ethiopia grew stronger, got weapons from Britain and Russia. Italy claimed Ethiopia as a protectorate in 1889. Emperor said no. Italy attacked in 1894. Ethiopia won. Italy defeated. Ethiopia stayed independent. British faced Boers in South Africa. Diamonds discovered. German-Boer alliance feared. War. Boers used guerrilla tactics. But British forces eventually prevailed. Britain dominated Africa, Egypt, South Africa, Nigeria. France took West Africa. Germany got Tanzania, Namibia. Italy, Somalia, Libya. Portugal, Angola, Mozambique. By 1914, 90% of Africa was divided. Only Ethiopia and Liberia remained independent. Boers fought back against the British in South Africa. They had previously recognized Boer independence, then they found this. Diamonds and German-Boer alliance? That's how war started. Boers used guerrilla tactics and sharpshooting to slow down the British. British forces won out in the end. Britain owned Africa. Think Egypt, South Africa, Nigeria. Gold Coast vibes. France owned a ton of West Africa. Germans once ruled what's now Tanzania and Namibia. Italians ruled Somalia and Libya. Portuguese were in charge too, over Angola and Mozambique. By 1914, 7 European countries carved up 90% of Africa. Only Ethiopia was left. Liberia, the black nation that stayed free,